what do you think happens for this New Jersey Senate seat?
Well, first of all, Bob Menendez seems to be the Democrat, the only Democrat the DOJ is interested in going after with their wrongdoing. They certainly don't seem to be very interested in Biden Incorporated. So he's a weakened incumbent. And, you know, obviously as a partisan Republican, I'd like to see him hang in there. I'd like to run against him because I think Republicans, even in New Jersey, would have a chance to pick up the seat. For the governor's wife to run, I think it shows that the Democrats realize that Menendez has made himself vulnerable. I do think it's interesting. She's, you know, a Wall Street person, used to work at Goldman Sachs. I'm not so sure that's the perfect resume filler these days, as people think that K Street and Wall Street has too much power, as Ashley has described in her great new book. But I would say this. Republicans look increasingly like they're going to retain their majority in the House and pick up the majority in the Senate as Donald Trump's polling is through the roof. He's leading in almost every battleground state that there is with a head-to-head with Joe Biden. So feeling pretty good about things come next year.
Ashley, before I go to you, Control, if we have some of this ad by the First Lady, let's just play some of that so you get a feel. Again, this is the official announcement one.
Jersey got to know me as Mrs. Murphy, the First Lady. And serving in this role is the honor of my life. But more about that later. My story starts back when my name was Tammy Snyder, daughter to Ed and Jean, rambunctious baby sister to 4 older siblings. Growing up, my parents taught me the importance of education.
So this video goes on taking swipes at 3 senators, Tuberville, Rand Paul, and, of course, Menendez as well. Ashley Hayek, what do you read from this step forward for the First Lady? She separates herself in the first few seconds from her husband, again, and then showcasing what she wants to bring to the table. How do you read that?
Yeah, she's also been basically referred to as one of the most powerful people in his administration in several news articles. She's just another leftist Democrat who wants to indoctrinate your kids, push her woke climate agenda. She's very much aligned with all of the radical leftists that are already in Congress. So it's more par for the course. You know, New Jersey is an interesting state. We saw what happened in New York when you had someone like Lee Zeldin who was able to run with only 28% Republican and get close to winning within a point. And I think if you had somebody who is a very strong conservative in the state of New Jersey, especially when you have the Biden policies and the leftist policies and the corruption from, as Matt said, K Street and Wall Street and all of those other entities, you could really make some gains in places like New Jersey, as we've seen in New York.